Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Venus Sirens with Vibrate with Venus. How are you? I trust all is well on your side of the globe. And before I start, y'all know how I do it. I would like to give a shout out to the continent of Africa, Australia, Asia, Germany, Norway, New Zealand, South America, Canada, Hawaii, and the continental United States and my home state of Louisiana. How are you? I trust all is well. And if you're not doing well, I send you love, peace, joy, safety, and whatever you need in this particular moment to feel whole and grounded. So today I will be talking about how we turn how we tend to turn flies into lions. Okay, so today I was actually helping my mom and I had an epiphany. So I said, you know what? I wanted to come on and talk about it, right? So what I mean by this is, okay, so let me tell you what happened. I'll say maybe Thursday of last week, my mom, her phone broke, right? So she went of all places to Walmart to get another phone. So she ended up switching from her current carrier to another carrier. Well, the new carrier that she went to, okay, um, the representative inside of Walmart got approached by a customer, and the customer, challenged them to a fight. The customer was like, hey, let's take it outside. So anyway, my poor mom, she was stuck in Walmart. She's overwhelmed because the guys, they went outside fighting, and now she's stuck with her phone. So anyway, she wanted to port or transfer her number that she's been having over 20 years over to a new phone. So when she left outside of the store, of course, it didn't take place because the guys were fighting. So she was stuck with the number that she didn't, want or whatever. So anyway, she was overwhelmed. She was crying. She was upset. You know how older people are with their numbers or whatever. So anyway, she reached out to me. I've been, I worked in technical support for a very long time. So I'm very, technical savvy. So, when she reached out to me, I was like, hey, don't worry, we'll be able to, transfer the number over. So anyway, I went to her home and I was able to help transfer her old number over to her new phone. Now, I must admit, it was a tedious process because the guy messed something up in the system, but we was able to get it resolved. So anyway, she called me over to come over there today because she wanted to place her email on her phone and she wanted to, add a couple other apps on there. So anyway, I was able to put her email address, her main email address on her phone. That was a long process because, we had to go through different steps. But anyway, we was able to do it. So anyway, we get to the last process of me adding the apps to her phone and she started getting frustrated and getting angry. And before I know it, I just told her, I was like, listen, mom, stop turning a fly into a lion. I was like, listen, you have your phone number that you thought you possibly lost, right? You have your main email address, which is the email that you handle all of your business. I said, these little apps, you could just download the apps and, log in. If you don't remember the login information, just reset it. Or you can call customer service. They'll be able to help you. I was like, all is well. And when I told her that, I thought about myself because sometimes that happens. Sometimes we find ourselves parenting our parents, right? Because life is a teacher. We're all teachers of one another. We all are students of each other. We all are learning. And when I told her that, that made me realize, sometimes I do that. And I was like, you know what? I need to come on here and talk about that. How many times do we find ourselves turning small issues into something bigger than life? And let me get spiritual. What we focus on, it grows, right? And for me, whenever I find myself in a situation like this is what I tell myself. I say, listen, okay, is it 911? 9 times out of 10, it's not. I'm like, okay, you have a roof over your head, right? You have food on your table. Your lights is on, right? You have your health. You have a way to generate income. It's not the end of the world. And I think it's very important for us to remember that. And especially over here in the West, I just have to be honest. A lot of us over here in the West, we are spoiled. We are, and we tend to want things super, super fast. Yes, technology has changed like so much, right? And even when regarding switching over my mom's phone number. I remember it was a time where that particular process could take a couple days. Hell, I think at one time it took a week or so. Now it's literally just a click of the button, right? And what actually took us a long time, me and the representative on the phone, to complete the process is because we had to call her old cell phone company and get her login information. And then she didn't have her phone, so they were not able to send a text message. So that's what took a long time. But again, technology has changed. But we have to understand that even though technology is fast and we're able to click on a button, we still have to have patience. We can't allow small situations to blow up, right? Because imagine if something super, toxic or crazy or over the top happens, you won't be able to ground yourself. You won't be able to calm yourself down. So again, we have to stop turning flies into lions. Like, think about it. Throughout the day, how many times you find yourself stressing and tripping over little small things, right? Things that can easily be resolved. And another thing I want to bring up too is, listen, and I've said this before, every day we wake up with a certain amount of energy, right? In my opinion, this is just what feels right to me. Either we get more energy or we become drained or we become neutral, right? And imagine this, if you allow yourself to stress out over any little thing, by the end of the day, you will be drained. And let's be honest, a lot of us, we find ourselves worrying and stressing about things that we can't resolve. A lot of people find themselves worrying about politics, right? Worrying about the government. You can't change this individually today. So why are you stressing about it, right? Or you find yourself thinking about something in the past that has already happened. You can't change it. You're living today. Or you find yourself way in the future. Again, you're alive right now. You can't focus on the future. Yes, you can make intentions. You can have affirmations. You can visualize. But at the end of the day, you are alive now. I think it's very important to also create grounding practices, right? It's so important to create grounding practices. Even if you just say to yourself, I'm safe, all is well, I'm good. Or do the little check off list I told you about previously. Ask yourself, is this 911? Am I in immediate danger? Do I have food on my table? Do I have a roof over my head? Is my lights on? Right? Just what, and it doesn't have to be those list of things, just anything to calm yourself down. Don't allow small things to stress you out, right? How many people are you a person that when you get in the car, you're rushing, you're mad because somebody taking their time, or the light just turned green and you're mad because the person did not press the gas pedal in 1 point seconds? Like, we really have to calm down. We really have to focus ourselves. We will really have to ground ourselves. Everything is not 911. Everything is not a threat. We don't always have to go in flight or fly mode. We don't have to always do that. So again, it's very important throughout the day, when you find yourself stressing or catastrophizing, or turning flies into lions, we have to ask ourselves, hold on, is it worth it? Can I change it? Is it the end of the day? And I guarantee you, most of the time, it's not. I'm telling you, let's be honest. Let's tell the truth. A lot of time, it's not. We're making it up in our head. We're making it bigger than what it needs to be. And one thing about the law of assumption is this: if you keep thinking about your quote unquote problems or your issues and your obstacles and how hard life is, guess what? Life is going to say, oh, yeah, you're right. It is hard. It is an obstacle. It does require a lot of energy, right? And that's why, when I find myself just going over the top, I have to just like bring myself back to zero. And I really do believe when you learn to do that, you'll have a more flow-based life. You'll have a more just zen, chill life. Not saying that life is perfect, but you don't have to trip out every day, all day. Like one of my spiritual teachers used to tell us, every day is not a Saturn return. And that's true. Every day is not a struggle. Every day is not a battle. And I hear some people that I'm in community with, when it comes to these certain isms and political problems and issues or whatever, they just be saying any old thing, just claiming all type of issues and obstacles and problems over their lives. And they wonder why they're always sad. They wonder why they're always depressed. They wonder why they always have their back up against the wall. Look how you are speaking over your life. That's why it's important when you wake up in the morning, you claim today is going to be a good day. You claim today you're going to have grace and favor. You claim today that all is well and that you're taken care of. And you claim today everybody that you meet, you're in alignment with them, right? And shameless plug, I created, a course, How to Ritualize Your Day. And I created another course, how to if you're feeling unstuck, if you're how to get unstuck if you're feeling stuck. Yes, it's so important. And like I said before, when I was speaking to my mother, it reflected it back to me how sometimes I find myself doing that, just releasing all type of life force over small issues that in many cases will resolve itself. So again, stop turning I'm sorry. Stop turning flies into lions. Stop catastrophizing things. Stop making small things into big things. It's not that serious. Start having patience. Start claiming things are working out for you. All is well. You're good. It's not the end of the world. And the thing about it is, guess what? If you have breath in your body, all is well. It doesn't matter what it is. If you woke up today, you can resolve your issue, or it will be okay. Okay. Well, anyway, that's all I got for you. Again, I'm Venus Sirens with Vibrate with Venus. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Take care.